Now continuing with the difference between Crigler-Najjar syndrome type 1 and type 2. In bile, in Crigler-Najjar syndrome type 1, monoconjugate as well as diconjugate both are absent. But in bile, in type 2, in bile, monoconjugate may be present. In type 1, jaundice appears within first 24 hours of life or since birth. In type 2, jaundice appears after second year of life. Type 1 is more fatal while type 2 is less fatal. It has benign course and child lead a normal life. In type 1, kernicterus is usual complication. In type 2, kernicterus is not common. In type 1, phototherapy or barbitone are not any effective in the treatment, but in type 2, phototherapy or phenobarbital are effective, which decreases the bilirubin level in the blood. This is the comparative study between the congenital unconjugated hyperbilirubinemia. We are seeing the difference between the Gilbert syndrome, Crigler-Najjar type 1 and Crigler-Najjar type 2. Hereditarily, Gilbert syndrome is autosomal recessive. CN type 1 is autosomal recessive, CN type 2 is autosomal dominant. Features like defective UDP glucuronide transferase gene. Defect occurs in promoter gene in Gilbert syndrome. In CN type 1, defect occurs in all exons. In type 2, defect occurs in exons of 1 and 2. Severity of Gilbert syndrome is mild, and Crigler-Najjar syndrome is severe nil, and Crigler-Najjar type 2 is moderate. The bilirubin level in Gilbert syndrome is less than 6 mg per dl. In type 1, bilirubin level is more than 25 mg per dl, and Crigler-Najjar type 2, the bilirubin level is less than 20 mg per dl. Kernicterus and appearance of jaundice is question mark in both in all these three types of jaundice. Congenital conjugated hyperbilirubinemia. It is seen in Dubin-Johnson syndrome. It is an autosomal recessive condition. In Dubin-Johnson syndrome, there is a defective excretion of bilirubin because of abnormal MRP2 protein, and bilirubin is deposited in the liver and liver becomes black brown. The regurgitation of bilirubin back to blood and urine becomes yellow. Rotor syndrome. It is an autosomal recessive condition. It is an autosomal recessive condition. Bilirubin excretion is defective. The cause is not clear, but serum bilirubin concentration, mainly conjugated bilirubin concentration, is 2 to 5 mg per dl. Prognosis is not good. Above both conditions, bile salt and bile acid excretion is normal. Neonatal jaundice. Neonatal jaundice is of two types, physiological and pathological. In physiological jaundice, there is transient mild unconjugated hyperbilirubinemia in the newborn. The criteria to diagnose this neonatal jaundice is appearance of jaundice just after birth, within 24 hours of birth. The peak level reaches 4 to 5 days of the life. Means बच्चे को 24 घंटे के अंदर जॉन्डिस अपीयर होगा और पीक लेवल जो है वो 4 से 5 दिन में दिख जाएगा. There is persistent jaundice not more than 2 weeks. Serum unconjugated bilirubin is not more than 5 to 12 mg per dl. Factors affecting the physiological jaundice. Lifespan of RBC is short in the newborn, so there is rapid destruction of the RBC. transition from the placental circulation to self circulation. So also the enzyme of conjugation is immature, and for full maturation it takes up to 2 weeks after birth. Fourth factor is meconium stain glucuronidase enzyme activity. Fifth one is breast milk which contains pregnenolone inhibits the conjugation process. ट्रीटमेंट में इट इज़ अ सेल्फ रिजॉल्विंग प्रॉब्लम. अगर ज़्यादा सीवियर है तो फोटोथेरेपी दे सकते हैं ब्लू लाइट से. थर्ड ट्रीटमेंट ऑप्शन इज फिनोबार्बिटोन. और कुछ ड्रग्स है जिसको अवॉइड करना है, जैसे कि एस्पिरिन, सल्फा ड्रग्स. पैथोलॉजिकल जॉन्डिस इन न्यूबॉर्न. It refers to an elevation of serum bilirubin level to the extent where treatment is more likely to be essential. Appearance of jaundice since birth or within 24 hours of life. इसमें सीरम बिलिरुबिन 5 से ज़्यादा होता है. The serum bilirubin exceed more than 5 mg per dl on first day, 10 mg per dl on second day, and 15 mg per dl on third day. Persistent of jaundice for more than 2 weeks. Causes are hemolysis due to ABO incompatibility, RH incompatibility, thalassemia, and other hematological condition. Non-hemolytic condition में prematurity, cephalhematoma, hypothyroidism और कुछ जेनेटिक काउज या बिलियरी एट्रेसिया, ये सब में मिल सकते हैं. इसके ट्रीटमेंट में हम लोग फोटोथेरेपी ट्राई कर सकते हैं, या जिस काउज से हिमोलिसिस ज़्यादा हो रहा है उस काउज को ट्रीट कर सकते हैं, या तीसरा ड्रग दे सकते हैं हम लोग फिनोबार्बिटोन. कर्निक्टेरस. व्हाट इज कर्निक्टेरस? कर्निक्टेरस इज अ न्यूरोलॉजिकल सिंड्रोम resulting from deposition of free unconjugated bilirubin in the brain cells. Several factors acting in concert are involved, like unconjugated hyperbilirubinemia, reduced bilirubin binding capacity of the serum, premature rupture of the blood-brain barrier. Mechanism behind kernicterus: when serum unconjugated bilirubin exceeds 20 to 25 mg per dl beyond the binding capacity of the serum, some bilirubin becomes free and crosses the blood-brain barrier, and deposition of the bilirubin occurs in the basal ganglia of the brain, which is a toxic effect and permanently damage the brain. And the patient suffering from kernicterus also presents with mental retardation, encephalitis, or spasticity. Treatment in this, we can try phototherapy of wavelength range 420 to 470 nanometer, or treatment of the causes, which causes the kernicterus. We have to treat the cause, या एक्सचेंज ट्रांसफ्यूजन भी हम लोग ट्राई कर सकते हैं. ट्रीन प्रोटोफायरिन का इंजेक्शन दे सकते हैं. Thank you. Now bilirubin has completed. Next we learn about the hemoglobinopathy. Now in this corona period, stay safe, stay healthy, and wear mask always when going outside the home. Thank you.